Hey, I'm Rafa, and I'm going to be talking about the different publishers and some of the distributors. Well, only the ones that matter in Australia, I guess. Um, because I did do this a few weeks ago, and I wasn't too happy with the recording, and I tried to split it into three parts, and I thought it was a little bit clunky by the end of it. Because I'd get halfway talking through about one publisher and then remember something about another. Um, yeah. So, first off, I'll talk about Jaffa Books. So, Jaffa Books is a small press publisher based in Brisbane, Queensland. They're also a distributor for um, Rabbit Valley and For Planet. And I think sometimes they may have got a Sofa Wolf book or two, but they don't distribute for Sofa Wolf. Um, so what that really means, if you don't know, um, is that you can purchase titles that they have in stock from the other publishers, and then they can ship them out to you. Um, what that means in the end run is that you're paying a lot less shipping. Though the problems that entails is that there's only a select number of titles that you can get from them. Um, Also, their website's a bit outdated because because the main page is all like ebooks, and then if you want print books, there's a separate link for that in like these drop down menus, and then you can order the print books through there. And then if you want to order books as a distributor, there's a page of like his current list of titles, and then you need to email him and get an invoice, and then you can pay. So it's a bit clunky compared to like the other sites where you just fill up a cart and go. Um, I've mentioned them before. So uh, my favorite one to order from is For Planet. They definitely have the wider catalog in terms of the free kind. One in terms of books. Um, Rabbit Valley probably has more comics. Um, Sorry about that. I was getting some weird stutter. I don't. It was in the last video. I don't know if I'll keep doing it now. Hopefully, I won't. But if it does, I'm gonna have to look into that. Um, so Fair Planet has like the widest range of catalog. I've bought from there from quite a lot. Um, they're pretty good. So like yeah, they mostly do the books. They've done a few graphic novels. Uh, oh yeah. For anyone that doesn't know, they were originally the storefront side of a site called Furnation, um, which was also had its hand into Second Life back in the day, as well as a web hosting service. Kind of did a little bit of everything, and then they ran their own fanzine called Furnation magazine, and then they also did a few books. They worked closely with Bad Dog Books and other stuff back in the day. Um, and then I think maybe 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. Um, it was sold to Fuzzwolf and Tyrion, and then Fuzzwolf and Tyrion have run it ever since. Um, so yeah, yeah, I guess it is a summary because I mean, there's a bunch of titles. So some of their flagship titles are all the Bad Dog Books Ranger titles. Because Bad Dog Books used to also be a store and publisher, but they're not now. But they do have a few published titles which you can get at Fur Planet. If you go to bagdogbooks.com these days, it's an ebook site for Fur Planet. Um, so if you want in fandom ebooks, then you can go there because they have the wider range. Um, Another publisher, Rabbit Valley, also does ebooks recently, so you can go there as well. And and yeah, so some of the For Planet's more flagship titles are definitely the Bag Dog Books range. I think I think they publish Raw and Fan these days too. They're pretty big. They do a bunch of like small comics because they print on demand, so that's why they have the larger catalog. But yeah, their website is www.furplanet.com. Their Twitter is @furplanet, and that's pretty much it. Oh, they have a mailing list, but these days you may as well check the publishers' Twitters for the new releases and whatever. Um, in terms of ordering from them, I really like the website. The second best. It's a really good website. It's been redesigned most recent compared to the free. Just off the top of my head. So ordering from them is pretty slick and whatever. The only problem is sometimes they take the longest. Especially when they're near a convention because they don't ship every day or whatever. So like I know there's been a few times where my orders have taken like a month and a half to reach me, which it, it could be seen as a bad thing, but in the world of small press, especially with their print on demand, if you really think about it, like you can expect such a turnaround like that. Um, so it's kind of permissible, I guess. Um, I think that's all there is to say about. The boxes are white. Shit. Okay. It's probably the more important thing. Is at least ordering from the different free because they do distribute kind of for each other. So it's a bit weird, but it's like really you just could might as well pick one because they don't have each of us titles and whatever. Um, the shipping's pretty expensive for Planet. They only have one international shipping option, um, which is kind of annoying, especially when you're in Australia. I know. For me, when I ordered, I should. Oh my god, is it the bottom part? I wasn't planning on grabbing a bunch of books, but here's my copy of issue 9 of the Fur Nation magazine, which was the first thing I got. And so yeah, with shipping, so my hardcover tome of Boys Town. So my hardcover tome of Boys Town, it's about $70, I think, for it, and the shipping was like 60, and for like the longest time, like I'll get it, one day, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna have to get it because otherwise I'm never gonna get it. So that was all that was in my order. I think I got a novella, but like anything more would have added another $20 on shipping. US dollars, mind you, compared to my Australian dollars. So it's like I think yeah, just for that one book, including shipping, was like close to like $200. This is like whoa. Um, aside from that, I still really like ordering for Planet. I do know that next time I order, it will probably be from Rabbit Valley because it's been a very, very long time since I've ordered from them. Um, so I guess with that, I'll move into Rabbit Valley. So Rabbit Valley started in 1997 and were known as mail order books, and they had to change their name a few years after, and because of legal problems. Even though they were the first, it was just a lot cheaper, so they changed it to Rabbit Valley, which is what they're known as these days. Um, Recently, they started doing books. They were mostly just like comics and other things like that. But they started publishing books recently, and I think the first one's the Prince of Knaves by Alpha Alto, which I've got somewhere there. And I haven't read yet. I kind of want to, but I think it's fantasy. um, See, yeah, Rabbit Valley, they have a pretty slick website. At first, it can be a little bit awkward trying to work out how to navigate it, but once you get it, it's really good because you can see a lot of their titles. Especially, I like how they do ebooks. So if you see a title that's also an ebook, when you add it to cart, you can choose an option to select it as an ebook. So yeah, you can get ebooks through Rabbit Valley through the website. And then what's pretty good, at least in terms of like ordering from Australia, they have different shipping options as well. So you can get like a cheaper shipping alternative, which I think the cheapest one's like $30, which is amazing compared to like some of the others. So yeah, that's pretty good, and I really like Rabbit Valley. I obviously this is the next day, and I've totally lost my train of thought. But I think that's pretty much just it. Like they do like comics and whatever, and their shipping's great, and they ship every day. And then moving on, the other one's Sofa Wolf. So if anyone that doesn't know Sofa Wolf, they have a very limited catalog. They don't publish too many titles. They've only publish one or two things a year, and like and that's it. Just with their business model. But they do produce really good things. I know one of the few titles that they do is the New Fables series of anthologies, and I want to get them, but for some reason I haven't got a single one. And this is like every time I'm like, I want one. Um, yeah. So if you want poetry, so Heat has poetry in it. New Fables has poetry in it, and then there's that anthology Civilized Beasts or something like that. That's like a poetry anthology. So there is poetry in fairy literature. Um, so yeah, so Sofa Wolf they mostly do books, and they're famous for Heat. Um, and and yeah, so they also take a while to send stuff out as well, which is kind of a downside. And it is very expensive to get shipping from them as well. Um, so thankfully, there's not too much left I need to get. I think aside from New Fables like ISO, um, Ryan Campbell's books, I still haven't got all the heats. I'm close, but I think I'm like maybe 6 heats off now from completing all the heats. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to get it done. Like, this is like I've tried recording something like this like so many times, and like now it's like the next day. Um, but hopefully this has been helpful. Um, I just want to get the basics out there for people that don't order too much. At least with Australia, just shipping is a huge thing, and the wait times as well. But I guess if you're in America, it should be lovely because you can maybe get it within a week or two, and a lot cheaper too. Um, oh yeah, so there are like other distributors around the world. I'll chuck there's a link up on the Furry Writers Guild, which I'll chuck because there's like a distributor for Sofa Wolf down in South America. There's a German one for Sofa Wolf. And there's a few other distributors for like some of the furry publishing, but it's not really pertinent for my geographic location, but it may be yours. But so they're always handy to check out. There was also some other smaller ones like they're popping up, like First and How publications that popped up the other year, and that's the only one I can think of right now. So anyway, I've been Rafer, and I'll catch you later.